All right, guys, I just want to take a little second, kind of show you guys some of the things I do during pre-spawn, which many of you guys know. First thing I search for when these guys are starting to pull up, when these fish are starting to pull up on the banks, looking for their spawning areas, I like to chuck a swim jig, man. It's a good search bait, overall good bait to get bit on. You can fish it year round, but it seems to be most effective pre-spawn and post-spawn. The reason why I say that, usually post-spawn, when the gills are trying to get on the bed, you can usually catch a few bigger bass with the swim jig. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to split this up, guys, and give you two different swim jigs and why I do it. All right, reason number one, guys, and the first swim jig is my swim jig. This is the one I'm just gonna throw out there, like so, and just swim it. I'm just gonna swim it. No bouncing, no quick pulls, just I'm gonna swim it. This is something when they're feeding on shad or they're just real finicky and you just wanna put something in front of them that has a little bit of movement. So that's the first one I'm gonna throw when I'm coming out here searching for bass. And I'm always gonna look for areas that are kind of flat like this, a little bit of grass around there, or if it's some type of rock. All right, guys, so that's the first one. And I like to pair mine up with some type of swim jig, some type of swim bait, whether it's a paddle tail, guys, or your choice. There's endless possibilities on that. But that's swim jig number one that I'm gonna throw when it comes down to searching for these fish in these pre-spawn and spawn situations. All right, guys, it's part two of this one. Next thing I'm gonna throw, you guys see that arky head on there? You guys know that's the arc swim jig. But I went ahead and got me a chunky D, so that's a crawl pattern, guys. See what I mean? Or a bug, if you want to call it a bug. But this is going to be one of my most important trailers I want to throw on there, especially this time of year. Now, when they just came off that shad kill, they fed up on shad for a while. So I'm looking forward to throwing something with a little bit of crawl on it after that shad kill and the shad spawn, guys. So something in this color could be mistaken for a shad still, but that crawl pattern and the way them legs kick, it throws out a lot of water displacement and it kind of gets the fish to kind of focus on the movement of it. So if they're really not wanting to bite, you're in some clear water or murky water, and that thing goes by, I'm kicking like crazy, it can trigger them strikes. Now with this one, I want to give a little action to it. See that? A little action between the grass. Reason why I'm doing that, I want to get their attention. I want them to hone in on it, and I want them to be as aggressive as possible. So the way I like to do that is what you call the Alabama shake. You guys know about that. Got that thing going through there, legs kicking, nice, looks all good. But I'm also gonna make sure I got the right setup. Okay, I got the G2, and this one comes in a 7-1, guys. I don't really need a really fast reel to really get that thing going. I don't need like an 8.3 or nothing like that. But on the West Logan signature, as you guys can see, this is the 100K and the 7.5, and we got a medium, heavy, fast casting. See what I mean? So I'm gonna pair that thing up with something that has a little bit of a tip. See what I mean? It's still got a little bit of a tip. Kind of softer tip than most swim jigs, but it's got a backbone on it that just gets ready to crack them, whether they come out of that grass or come flying in that open water and hit it. So guys, that's what I do, man. This is what I'm searching with. This is what I'm working with when it comes down to this pre-spawn and spawn conditions, guys. But if you guys don't already know, man, you need to go over to ARC and check them out, man. ARC International. If you guys ain't never used their rods, this would be the time to do it. It'll make you a believer, guys. And if you guys ain't tried the elite swimmers or the Z swimmers, oh, you're missing out. Not only do these things look badass, these things get it done. See you guys on the water, man. Man, this West Logan Series swim jig rod 100K, holy man. Paired up with that G2, baby. See swimming all the way down his throat. Got a Missile D trail on there. God, another chunk. Man, this thing flat out handles these fish. I mean, flat out handling it. Good Lord. Look at this thing. Man. Feels good to get him on my new swim jig rod, y'all. Oh man, let me get this fish back in the water.